we're not trying to force our opinions on anyone about how things work. Because like, if you don't want to get married, like I said, you ain't got to get married. Nobody's saying that. But what we're trying to, the point that we are really trying to push through is the fact that I don't think anybody in their right mind would say that you are going to get a better outcome as you age if you are prioritizing marriage. Who would say that you're going to get a better outcome as
I
you
mean,
age, as you're
Trev,
going to
that
have
might
a
go
smaller
ahead.
pool to
Sorry.
pick from?
Did you finish your point, Trev?
You go ahead.
Um, that might be a question for people that did get married later in life and have very happy and healthy marriages. So I can't say that it never happened. I can't say that it is, unfathomable. I can't say that, because a lot of people do get married in their 30s or later on in life. So I can't say that that's never going to happen. Maybe that's not the overt situation. Maybe that's not the main thing that happens, but I can't say that it doesn't. And so that's the point that I'm making. We can't make definitive statements and say when you age, you're not going to have a happy marriage. And I'm
No,
not
we
saying that
can. Yes,
anybody
we
said
can.
that. I can't say that anybody said that, but what I can say is we can't say that somebody's choices are going to force them to have a hard situation based on your experience or your life. Maybe that's
Based
what you.
on experiences,
Yeah.
data,
Well, well,
statistics,
well
Yeah,
research.
wait.
and,
My
and
my
maybe
my
based on
experience
data,
is
but a
I
lot
don't.
of people that do
Yeah.
get married in life lead tend to have happy relationships, and that's based on data as well. They tend to have long-term marriages, and it's a lower rate of divorce. That's also based on data.
I never
Now
saw
you
that
now
one.
you muted.
I never saw that one.
I was just saying, y'all only use data, when it's to y'all point. Because I could have sworn we went through, we looked it up that women with degrees at some point was hired to get married. Well, as far as the white community, because I look for the white community. And I'm like, dang, in the white communities, women with the education is more likely to get married. But why in the black communities we're not?
Well, that's because they still prioritize marriage. That's the
Right.
difference.
Right.
So my question to y'all would be, right? What is a woman to do until a man courts her who is marriage material?
Oh,
Or if it's a woman, like, because y'all be talking about the women that's not married, like she's in the hood, she's not surrounded by marriage material type of guys, so she has to work her way out, to get surrounded by the correct people.
you
Like,
think that see, this is the problem. Like, y'all act as if
Can
it's the
Casey repeat the
uh,
question after you swing?
yeah. The problem is that y'all act as if, okay, it's this one woman in the hood surrounded by a bunch of ain't shit ass people, as if there are other people who are just like her also in the hood. Like, people get married in the hood all the time. But I digress. You said, what should a woman do? Should she just sit back and wait on marriage and wait on this guy to come save her before
so
she
when you say you approach me, I'm not working on my career or nothing. Like, and I ain't got
you
nothing
could be
going on.
doing
Don't you
all of
think
that.
I'm a gold digger?
No, you can be
Okay.
doing all of that. But why is it that y'all always say, I can't do this until I do that?
Can I
That's
answer
Man,
the
that?
that's
Can I
the
answer that?
difficult part.
Can
Is
I
that
answer that? Because that's the
well,
question y'all been asking all night, and I want to answer it from
you
a
don't
woman
you
who
want your
does
answer?
that.
Don't you want your
I'm a,
question answered first?
you said who?
Don't you
don't
want
you
your
want your
question
question
answered
answered
first?
first?
Yes, I do. Go ahead, Sonia. I'm
You
sorry.
said, what are you supposed to do if you're waiting around on a man while you're waiting around for a man to vet you?
Sorry, I thought Casey asked
Right?
that question.
Don't wait. Go. If you see a man you like, you see a man you desire, why don't you go up to him?
Remember, Bruce,
It
I
don't
ain't got
even
no
it,
daddy.
hold
I
on. It
don't
don't
think
even
that's
bruise
wise
it.
without a daddy or that type of,
Bruise it. It don't even have to be
I'm
that.
confused.
Y'all get sued. Y'all get courted all the time. Y'all get approached all the time. There's a guy that you like and he likes you. All I'm saying is the question is the question isn't, do y'all have men who come into y'all lives even during the periods of time when y'all are going through y'all growth and all of that. Y'all have that. There is no shortage of men who don't approach you in this period of time in your mid 20s or early 20s where you're like, man, there ain't no men coming around because I'm focused on going to being a doctor. There's always men courting you. The question is, can you say, instead of you saying, hey, look, bruh, I can't deal with you because I'm focused on this doctorate right now. Come holler at me in 15 years. Rather than saying, hey, I like you, you like me. This is what I plan to do. What are your plans? And more than likely, if y'all are in the same field, the dude is just as supportive of you as you are of him.
Well, Sweeney, the reason why I think women say that, and this is just from my own experience, when I tend to do that, a lot of guys will fake the funk for a very long time and they're not really for marriage. So as women, even my friends say this, they be like, well, obviously I'm the issue. I picked the wrong guy. So let me get to a space. Hold on, hear me out. Because I read this book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, right?
Ooh.
And that, I love that book. It is such a good book. And it was talking about how people put their self-esteem in other people versus in themselves. And they said your ability to problem solve helps you build confidence in yourself. You know what I'm saying? And women who tend to not have confidence in themselves in other areas in life, especially coming from the background, y'all be talking about lack of dad and stuff like that, we make mistakes. And the thing is, sometimes if picking the wrong guy for us could mean that we can go from like having stability to no stability real quick. So it'd be like, nah, let me get stable real quick. So even if this don't work out, you are not a distraction to the foundation that I'm trying to build to survive.
So here's the thing. What you're afraid of in that particular dynamic doesn't exist. It's easy to identify to where you can cut it off almost at the head. Like
Sweetie, that's
early
your
on. Hold on,
opinion. You're a
wait.
man.
Let me help you understand. How is it that you don't recognize that somebody is not good that is not marriage minded if you desire marriage and you want it? The problem is the reason why y'all run into people who aren't actually, who aren't actually serious about marriage, because you're not serious about marriage. Because if you were serious about marriage, it don't take 5 or 6 years to find out if that person is serious about marriage. It takes less than a year to find out if that person is serious about marriage. How do you know that a person is willing to support you in your career and your goals and your aspirations and be able to support you? Because they will literally do it. It's not hard to see that.
So Sweeney, I think I'm sorry, were you finished, Sweeney?
Go ahead.
I think that that's one of the problems that I've had on this panel is that we make declarative statements based on our own personal experiences or lack thereof. Because saying that it's easy to see if somebody is ready for marriage, and Di just stated that sometimes people fake the funk.
Oh no, wait.
It's two different.
Finish my statement. I didn't just say that it was just easy.
Within a year.
What did I say to qualify that statement?
Well, you could restate it so
I
we're
said it's
clear.
not hard to determine if somebody is ready for marriage if you are already serious about marriage, because you are actively doing things and saying things and asking questions and moving in a specific way that when you would easily recognize when the person is not giving you that same energy.